Alison and welcome to my channel. So if you guys are interested on beauty, lifestyle, fashion, and a lot of different kind of DIY on my channel, make sure you guys subscribe down below and check out my videos on my channel. Okay guys, so I want to mention in this video you're gonna see two parts of the review on this foundation. So the first part of this review foundation would be more details on this new Dior Forever foundation, and the second part of this video would be comparison on this new formula of a Dior Forever foundation and the old formula of the Dior foundation. And I hope having these two foundation review will help you guys pick up this foundation to see if this worth to buy. If you have the old one, is it worth to get a new formula? Or if you guys don't have an old one, is it worth to get a new formula of a foundation as well to try out on your skin? So if you guys are interested on how this foundation work on my skin, then let's keep on watching. So let's get into the foundation details. I did purchase this on Sephora and I'm looking on the website on Sephora.com, and I did choose this shade in 2N, which is neutral shade. And this foundation, it does come in 1 ounce, which is 30 milliliters, and it retails for $52. And keep in mind, this is a high-end foundation, $52, it's expensive. And so far, they only have almost 4-star out of 5 and 8 reviews on the website. So this foundation is called Dior Forever 24 Hours Wear High Perfection Skin Caring Matte Foundation. And they did come up with a more glowy version, and I choose the one in matte because I do have combination skin and slightly oily during this winter time. So this foundation, it does have 29 shades, and this is a medium to full coverage foundation that remains flawless for up to 24 hours with the velvet matte finish and SPF of 35. So the coverage, this foundation is going to give you a medium matte finish, and it's a liquid formula. It's good for normal, dry combination, and oily skin. It has an SPF of 35. So this Dior Iconic Forever lasts up to 24 hours for skin that appears more even with tighter looking pores. This fluid foundation instantly enhances the appearance of the skin and supports its health day after the day with a formula enriched in meticulously select skincare ingredients. It keeps the complexion comfortable and shields against exterior aggressions, including UVA and UVB rays with SPF 35. So this is all the claim on this foundation, so let's move on to how it applies on my skin. Okay, so I did pick up 2 shades on this foundation today. I did pick up in the shade 2N, which is neutral, and the shade in 2W, which is warm. And on the packaging on top, it does tells you what shade you are using in their previous Dior foundation. So if you guys did pick out their old version of the Dior foundation, I got this in the shade 020. So it says here 2N neutral before it's 020, which is this shade. But I also want to test out if my shade range has changed over the time, because I did purchase the old foundation over a year. So now we're going to test this out and see which color match my skin. And also the base, I already did moisturize everything, and I put on my Tatcha sunscreen. This is their Silken Pore Perfecting Sunscreen 35, and this I just use it as sunscreen as well as using as a primer. Sometimes if I'm just lazy, I don't want to put a lot of layer on top, I just use this as a primer and sunscreen as well. Also under my eye, I put my Backup Brightening Under Eye Corrector. Okay, I'm gonna give these 3 guys a little shake. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little, so I'm gonna put on my previous shade, and this is in the shade 2N, and moving on, this is in the shade 2W. So I'm just gonna wait a little, let it oxidize just a little, and see if the color match my skin tone. Okay, while we're waiting here, we're gonna compare what are the differences between these 2 foundations, the old version and the new version. And obviously this is matte finish, same as this. It says Shine Control. It does have SPF 35, and this, it does have the same SPF as well. So when you pull up the Nostrum website, you can see it tells you what color you use on the previous one and match with the color with the new foundation. And also it shows you what the differences between these 2 foundations. So for the previous one, this foundation, is 16 hours wear, and for the new one is 24 hours wear, which is longer. And the Perfection, this is medium to full coverage and natural matte finish. And for the new formula, it's medium to full coverage, same, and a natural matte finish, also exit in skin glow finish. So it gives you more like a skin finish on the new foundation. And also this old foundation, it gives you the pore refining finish, and the new formula, same pore refining finish, and also give you a protection against environmental aggression, long-lasting comfort. And also this has 24 shades. The new one has 29 shades, and it's upgrade skin infinity. So these are the differences between these two foundation with the old formula and the new formula. So now the foundation has dried down and set on my face. You can tell the color 2W is a lot darker, and this is in the shade 20, which is what I purchased previous formula. And this is what they recommend me to get in the shade 2N, which is pretty similar, but I feel like 2N is slightly lighter or pink tone than what I had before. So obviously here I'm just gonna go in with the 2N and hope this shade would match my skin tone. 2W is just way too yellow and dark for my skin tone. You can tell to compare with my neck color. Okay, for now I'm gonna go in with 2 pump. And as usual, I'm gonna apply my foundation with a beauty sponge because that's what I usually do for the application, especially during the winter time. So I'm gonna put this much product on my face and blend out with my Morphe sponge. I'm gonna add more because it's not showing the coverage. So I would say the coverage is a pretty light medium coverage. It's not necessary that it cover up your dark spot right here. And when you blend it through your face, I can tell it's dries down matte finish as what it claims the foundation to be. And I would say it's easy to blend, but you do have to work it fast before it kind of settle on your skin. So this is half side of my face with foundation on. You can see it even out the skin tone. It does give you light to medium coverage. And this side with my natural bare skin, this side with the foundation on. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off on the other side. So here I did use almost like 1 pump on this side of my face and another pump on this side. So I'm just gonna add a little more on the dark spot. So I would say this color, it does work on my skin tone, but it's not like a perfect match because I feel like the Dior foundation, it never gives me that perfect match on my skin. So today we're just gonna test out the formula and how it works on my combination / slightly oilier skin. So a close up, this is what it looks like on my face. I feel like this side, it does dry down a little matte than what it looks like on this side when I just applied the foundation. So this is the differences. I do like the finish. It's like matte finish, but then it's still skin-like looking. So I'm liking the formula and how it looks right now on my face. And with this foundation, I do feel like I have a foundation on top of my face. And previously, I tested out this foundation. It feels like nothing on the skin. So this foundation with the matte formula, you do feel there's a layer of foundation on top of your skin, which is pretty normal on a lot of matte formula foundation. So now I'm just gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'm gonna come back and check in with you guys. Now the time is 1:45. So that's when we apply this foundation on my skin. Alright guys, I'm back with the full face makeup on and now the time is 2:27. So it's about 35 minutes since I applied this whole makeup and have this foundation on my skin. I did set my face with my Thread Cosmetic Loose Setting Powder, and same as the setting powder, I'm using this Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and this is like the perfect combo during the winter time in my skincare routine. I mean my makeup routine during this winter time because they're more of a hydrate and smooth out your skin kind of finish that it gives me and not super mattify my makeup during the winter time. And now that I did spray 2 layers, so once I put on my loosening powder, I just spray all over my face with this mist, and after applying all my makeup on and I did mix this for the second time to give it a nice combination, not cakey looking on my face. So I feel like second time spraying this on my face, it does take out that little cakiness on my face, not as matte as I want this foundation to be during this season. So now that looking far away, I can see it looks like skin looking kind of foundation. It's not super matte, and looking closely into my mirror, the foundation looking nice. And I feel like it's gonna kick around my nose because I do have allergy and I do blow up my nose pretty often. So that might be something that it might wear off after the day. This foundation now is looking very nice, skin looking, and hopefully they don't break apart on my chin area because that's my problematic area with the foundation that I put on top. If they're super matte finish, the foundation would just break on my chin area. So right now, I'm liking the finish. It's looking very healthy skin looking, but it does give you a matte finish. So I'm gonna go out and about and do my stuff for the day, and I'm gonna come back. I might do a midday check-in, or I'm just gonna come back for a final check-in at the end of the day and see how this foundation wear on my skin. So I'll see you guys later. Hi guys, I'm back for the final check-in, and now the time is 9:22. So I've had this foundation for around 8 hours. So this is what the foundation looks like on my face. So I do like how it looks on my face. It's not dewy at all with this weather, and I feel like you do need to have a really good, nice base to start off with this foundation, because again, it's kind of more of a matte finish, so you want to moisturize well on underneath your skin. So that's what I did before applying this foundation. So I really like how it looks on my chin, on my cheek area. It looks really nice, still smooth contour foundation, blush, and everything's still in place. Going back to the foundation, it looks nice. My forehead, especially my forehead, I feel like it looks really smooth. And one thing I already know, it would kind of break out around my chin area, which is what happened over here. And the moment that I just put on the foundation, I feel like this might be too dry on my chin area. That's why it might be the reason that it break out on this specific area. Around my nose, you can still see the redness because I did blow my nose. I do have allergy, but everything else, it looks good. I feel like if I wear this foundation for another 2 hours, I feel like between my brows area, it's starting to break through as well. And I'm kind of seeing a little small bump around my brow, but that might be just the foundation. I'm not sure actually. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up to see how it looks on my face, closely how this foundation wear on my combo / oily skin. It didn't stay put, or it might be the mascara, I'm not sure, but my eye makeup is not looking good. But focus on the foundation. This is what it looks like. I like how it looks on the chin and around my nose area. And also my forehead is super smooth. And the only part is the chin area. It just has breakdown around this area. Okay guys, also today I'm trying out this foundation side by side today and see what are the differences. So I'm gonna apply one side of my face with the new formula. So I'm gonna start with this side with the new formula. I already primed my face with the Tatcha Silky sunscreen, and that's usually what I do on a lazy day if I don't want to put on another layer of primer on top of my face. So as we blend, you can see the foundation is still giving you that really nice luminous finish. I'm just gonna add a little more on the darkest spot that I have on the side. Just gonna add it over here and around my nose area. So it does give you the skin-like finish while you are blending in. And now I'm just gonna use the old formula on this side of my face. So right off the bat on the old foundation, it feels like it's a moussey texture. It's not as liquid as the new formula.
So blending it in, they are mostly the same. And I feel like the new formula gives you a little more coverage than the left side, the new formula. And I feel like the little that I use on this side, it gives me that very instant coverage. This side, it gives me more coverage than the new formula, how little that I use on this side of my face. But I do want to say this side of my face, you can feel that you have foundation on top of your skin, and on this side it's a very lightweight finish, and I'm sure you guys can tell a little differences here. This side is a little slightly matter than this side of my face. This side you can see it's more of a skin-like looking, and this side of my face is more of a matte. And on this side of my face I can feel like I have foundation on top of my face, and on this side it's a very lightweight, I don't feel anything. So I'm gonna wear this throughout the day and see how it reacts on my combo oily skin, and I'll check back with you guys later on today. Okay guys, so I'm back for the final check-in, and I've been wearing this foundation for 12 hours. I wore this foundation at 7:15 in the morning today, and now it's 7:01, which means I've wear this foundation for 12 hours, and this is what it looks like. I don't expect to look good on me for the 12 hours wear, but I do have to say on my cheek area, this is like my favorite part of the foundation, how it wears. And my forehead, it still looks smooth, but with the mixture of my natural oil, if I put my finger on top of my face, you can see the oil, it just came off from the foundation. So if you guys are happen to wear this foundation for that long, just make sure you guys prep very well on your combo oily skin. But around my nose area, all foundation is off because I do have allergy. And the worst part on the foundation on my face is on my chin area. It break out within the 7 hours, I would say. I noticed it kind of break out on this area. So the foundation didn't stay put on my chin area, but on the rest of my face it does looks good. So it does hold up for that 12 hours, and it looks nice on the chin area. And I didn't expect it would look good for the 12 hours wear on this foundation, but it does look nice. But I just don't like the feeling of the foundation is on top of my face now. I feel like I do want to take off this makeup now because it has been on for 12 hours and I do feel my skin need a breathe. So I do want to say on this side it still look like skin finish, and on this side it looks like a more matte kind of foundation. But comparing them side to side, I don't see a huge difference. They do the same thing to me. I feel like it's just that this side it gives me more luminous finish and this side is more of a matte. But then with that 12 hours wear with my oil mixture, I feel like they do look similar on me. It's just this side more dewy than this side, but the foundation overall they look the same to me. And they do hold up pretty nice on my combo oily skin, except my chin area because I do have drier skin on this certain area. But overall, I don't think you would need to purchase the new formula if you guys have the old one. And it's just that this finish, it gives me more of a natural skin look finish, and on this side it's more of a matte finish but not super mattified. It still looks like skin, but it's just more natural on this side, if that makes sense. So this is the comparison on these two Dior Forever foundation with the new formula and the old formula, and I don't think you need to get both of this. And I do know they come up with the skin glow on the Forever Dior. I haven't tried that, and I don't think I'm gonna because I do have combo oily skin and I'm more oily during the summertime, so I don't think that foundation would suit my skin tone, and I'm just gonna keep using my old one, and I don't think I'm gonna keep the new formula because they do look the same to me, and I don't think I need to spend that money on the new formula, and I don't see a huge difference on the one that I already own. So this is all my review on this foundation, and I hope having two part of the review of this foundation will help you guys. Having the comparison and the details of the new formula of the foundation helps you guys to pick out this foundation and know more details about it, and is it worth the buy. And I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. If you guys do, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.